Welcome back, you silly rabbit bears. Love Maven. We talk a lot during commercial breaks.
You should hear us during commercial. We talk about the game for about 30 to 40 seconds, and then just like sounds come out of us. We enjoy each other. Just so those of you may not know, I've known Chris Puckett since like 2003 or something. We've been friends for a long time. It's a wild, wild love story. And Chris, I should mention, I'm not able to join the lobby.
Why not? Go back. Let me get off.
I'm gonna restart my game real quick.
Yeah, I'd say go back to your main menu. I'm gonna send you another one.
Doing it right now, big guy.
So much.
Pre-order Fallout 4
I've known Maven
today.
Since he was 6'4", say about 185 pounds.
Yeah, I was physically fit. I had a six-pack that time. Oh, God, what happened to that?
He wore polo
with
shirts with the collar popped, had long flowing black hair, and was actually the original E-Girl Slayer. Shout out to Maven. We're getting back into the game, though. Now that you guys have had your Maven history lesson. Maven,
the wild story. Someone should write a book.
Out of these players, who's going to drop most kills in some search and destroy?
I mean, it's going to be Havoc. He averages like 44 kills per S&D. I think he's going to be the guy to do it for sure. I'm actually pretty confident my Xbox One's on fire right now, as nothing's working. Okay. Here we go. Starting to get in. Should be able to accept your invite.
It's going to function. Don't worry.
Havoc's the guy to watch without question on ISO. There's no other player that matters more in this particular game type on either of these teams. On the other side, their best player is Neslo, I think. We've seen him come up with so many big plays in that particular game type. So Neslo and Havoc are the two to watch for me.
Yeah, I'm wondering, Theory had the big game for TK. Only member to go positive in that game one.
I've made it in. Make sure we get the broadcaster mode here, and let's do it, buddy.
Boom. Game time. Players are ready. We're ready. Search and destroy. Solar coming your way. Havoc is an SMG player, and you'd think that the Bowels might be the important guys here. Just like Remy, Havoc is that guy who just gets in your face and causes chaos. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Also, Lamagon, very similar style, and you'll see Silly switch between the Bow and the ASM one, depending on the scenario. Look for Dito, though, your pure Bow in this. So we're getting right into the action, and let's load it up as we're going to take a look at beautiful Solar.
I'm going Havoc off the rip for sure. I'm trying to remember the maps I saw him go off. I think it was twice he went off on Terrace, once he went off on Riot. I'm trying to remember the last time I watched him play this particular map. So obviously, it's map dependent, especially depending on what type of gun you use. But I think this is one where he could really get up in the face of the opposition here and wreak some havoc for sure. I'll get it, wreak some havoc.
Ooh, got it. Here he comes. Up close, waiting for the gunfire. Here comes the push. Flank is down. Now he's going to look for the second player behind the white band. Finds it, and Havoc is the player to watch throughout this entirety. Maven called it. Opens up with 3 of the 4 kills needed.
He's absurd, man. Like, he just plays so fast, and like if he gets in your face, his movement's so good. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like sometimes you'll see players, they'll get through, like we saw Royalty earlier in a similar position. He pushed through, he got the first kill, and then he just kind of sat. He wasn't really sure what to do with himself once he got through. I feel like Havoc just has such good awareness in those positions where he is just hunting, man, once he gets in an offensive position like that.
Solid communication we heard from that isolation squad throughout the relegation tournament as well. But a lot of that is just pure natural talent. Off the break here, we got Neslo leading the way with some grenades. He says, Havoc, don't come my way. They're definitely going to be going for a B push, but look at the posturing here on the defensive end. You can see ISO is ready for anything, and it's going to be Dito, the first that needs to cross middle to come support here.
All right. They're sitting pretty still right now. Neslo able to get one. You see one inside. I think he got eyes on him for just a second. But yeah, those are the two that are going to be battling back and forth in my position. Havoc and Neslo need to both have big games. Now, who's getting forward? Is that Havoc getting aggressive again? No, it's actually Dito that's got up close and personal. He's going to get caught. I'm checking on Havoc now. He catches the bomb carrier before he falls. All of a sudden, it's going to be Lamagon by himself.
And Lamagon switched over to the Bow that round, so interesting weapon choices here so far from Isolation, and I honestly would like to see them stack a site rather than spreading so thin. We saw it kind of working out earlier when Epsilon put all 4B and then just rotated all the way around to A when needed.
Yeah, I think that comes down to partially the maps, I guess, but more just how this game plays.
Silencer out on Dito, by the way.
You can retake could retake pretty easy, I think, compared to previous titles. So yeah, pushing four together, stacking a site, I don't think you really get punished that badly. But the first 2 kills come in from TK. All of a sudden, Dito all by himself, and he's rocking that silencer again. We saw him doing that night 1. Did he do it again last night?
I didn't see it, but here you see it not working.
Yeah, but he uses that. We saw him using it in respawns as well.
Interesting stuff. Doesn't want to be heard in the S&Ds. And off the break, you just saw that was a slaughter. TK opening up Nameless on a 3-streak sharp. Gonna pick up the round-ending kill cam as well on a 2-streak. So, Team Kaliber looking solid after that first push from Havoc. They've been able to control him. Let's go back over to Havoc, though. I want to see what is the man up to on defense.
1 second, not a respawn, though. What did he... Oh, no, I'm sorry. He used a high-rise S&D on day 1, so not surprised to see Dito rocking a silencer. He'll be keeping that out, Chris.
And you got a 2-2 split once again on defense. Havoc is just going to play up close near B, waiting for the push. It looks like, though, you're going to see an A cross. Nameless is scouting it out, and he's going to spot Llama God. Llama God hit by just 1 of those mini bullets fired, and now their push has been called out. Nice reaction here as Dito's able to pick up first blood.
Dito gets 1. Rocking that silent valley, knows more pressure is coming, sees one up top, gets baited a bit, not able to close that out. Havoc and Silly gonna be up. Never count this team out when Havoc is up. He comes up with these freakish plays, and I think he got eyes on Nameless, so he didn't see him up top glass. And then probably heard the movement there. He was in a triangle of players on TK. Now it is Silly by himself.
And Silly's clutched a 1v3. We saw it against Prophecy. This looks a little bit tougher. They're not stacked up, and the bomb is not down. There's the first one, but he has traded. Solid stuff from TK so far on Solar.
Good stuff here. They're starting to pull away. They didn't look that strong. Well, they were kind of up and down in the hard point. That's what they were like Monday, too. And this is... Wait, did TK play yesterday?
Team Kaliber? Look at my sheet. Yeah, they lost.
I gotta make sure I'm tracking these days better when I'm not casting. The selfish guy that I am. I'm not gonna watch Matt cast unless he's casting with me.
I'm always.
I refuse to. I refuse.
Looking through here, Silly is gonna be my player to start off with. Havoc had that great opening where he got the 3 kills. Since then, he's been 1 for 3. And actually, let's go to Havoc once again. The man is pushed up pretty darn far. And I have a feeling he's about to come flying as soon as there's an opportunity. Nade's going down. Nameless picks up 2 and gets out with his life. Havoc now trying to rotate over. Gets tagged up. This round looking, again, hugely in favor of Team Kaliber.
They did manage to take out Nameless. Havoc's going to fall. Silly falls at the same time, and TK is just dominating them here.
I watched that all unfold on the minimap. Nameless opened everything up. Then you just saw everyone converge. 2 players from the front. Theory here in your round-ending kill cam splits through the mid. Havoc to his left, and he's going to chase down Silly with the bow. 3-streak for Neslo, 3-streak for Theory, as they are taking turns with Nameless and Sharp.
Well, I don't know about you, Chris, but this game being as fast as it is, as a caster, 99% of the time I think I'm watching the minimap.
Yep.
I watch the minimap way more than I watch what's actually going on the screen. But that helps, man. You see how people spawn, you see how they push. But I'm sure as a viewer, you guys find yourselves watching the minimap quite a bit as well.
And here you go. Havoc gets 1 and gets out. That was the bomb carrier, so pretty important kill. Now you're going to see him switching all the way over. Is about to break in. Teammate with some cover fire, and he's not even going to need to shoot. Silly takes out Sharp and gets the window kill. That's Havoc there. Solid stuff from ISO on the defensive end. TK just a little bit of an overcommitment, and Havoc started it all off with that initial first blood.
Yeah, that was a really good job. We saw Burns do that for Orbit in that round 11 earlier. He got to that same spot, picks up the bomb carrier, but they weren't able to close out that round. ISO does a good job here following up. When you get bombed down like that, when you get the first blood, you really got to lock it down and win the round.
4-2. ISO trying to mount the comeback. And here we go, Havoc on your screen once again. He's definitely the most entertaining player to watch in this lobby.
Yeah, when it comes to S&D, just because he is going to fly every time. And they know he's coming. Let's see if they're going to be ready for it. Nameless gets the first blood. He knows there's a player back here. He doesn't check his right, though. He's going to run right by Sharp, but this might open things up for him as he's going to get... Oh, he tags up 1. Now he's probably going to get caught. Sharp's going to rotate back. And can he win this gunfight? He's all over the place, but he's going to win it. there was another player. He's probably going to get pushed. They're all trying to deal with the aggression of Havoc right now. If he can pick up one more, that'd be big. There's a second. He saw a third in the back. Can he get that as well? He's got a third. No,
he almost got able to connect. Kill. Injures him enough for Lamagod to just put a few bullets in him and finish Nameless now in the 1v2. Havoc just makes plays and opens doors for your team. Nameless, though, the best player from TK so far in this game. 8-4, sitting at double positive in a good position to clutch.
And I'm not even kidding. What I would do next round if I was TK, next defensive round, I would put everyone in that back garage and just wait for him to come running towards me. Because Havoc's going to sprint there.
Tough position here for Nameless. He knows the second has to be around somewhere, but won't be predicting up top to his left. Dito playing this one so patiently, the veteran. No,
yeah, that's
no need
got to
panic.
be so frustrating. I mean, once Nameless figures out where he is.
Oh, come on,
Oh, this
man.
is wild. He's right underneath him. I'm, like, nervous right now. He's going to run out of time. Nothing he can do. And there's Dito. He checks it. Great job by Dito.
That was perfect patience shown by Dito, the veteran. A lot of people forget, if you're just joining us for Advanced Warfare, Dito was a huge player throughout Ghost. He won the U.S. Championship with Strictly Business. You know, he played with EG overseas when someone couldn't travel. He's had a lot of success, and he just kind of was never a big name so far in AW. Great to see him having success again, and fantastic play there to help his team catch up. They're within just one round, but TK is looking angry. Here comes the four-man sprint down B.
Oh, Dito was amazing. I know Gandhi and I did a top 5 at one point, and we had him in our top 5 in all of Ghost players. He was so good. He had like a 1-2 to 1-5 S&D KD at every LAN event. He was phenomenal. I'm so happy to see him doing well again in this one. But back to the action. It is going to be a 2 versus 2. Bomb going to be in the hand of Sharp. They're leading by 1. Can ISO bring this back and tie it up? They're going to be able to get the bomb plan here. As you see, they have stacked on A. Now it's down to Llama and Dito to break. You saw Dito clutch the 1v1. Let's see if he can help clutch this 2v2.
And I'm taking a peek. Lamagod is the first one into the action, it looks like. Here he comes. Spotting Sharp, won't be able to finish. Now he's given up his position. No help coming for Sharp. Sharp is just waiting on Nuzlo to get over here. Now it's a 2-on-2. Who's gonna win this one? Trade goes down. Dito cleans up Nuzlo, and Lamagod is gonna be up here against Sharp.
Oh no, he tags him up so much, and now he doesn't have time. Oh, the jump kick comes in, doesn't kill him, but weakens him.
What's up, baby?
Oh my god, Llama, I guess if he would have hit, he had a small area where he could actually hit the player's body. He got a lot of hit markers, but I think he was technically wallbanging him there and not able to get that kill. Ah, Lamagod comes so close.
Almost clutched it there, but now TK's on game point. They need this. Remember, they just dropped the hard point. This is to tie up the series at 1 apiece. Havoc show. You ready?
The Havoc show? Yeah, I got to switch over. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Uh-oh.
6 of his 8 kills, though, you got to think. Oh, no, I guess he only got 2 that one round. And they were ready for it that time.
Yep.
Someone peeking right at that gap. Wasn't able to get forward as quickly. Probably didn't have as good a spawn for it.
When you respect him this much, though, you're giving up the B site. So Bomb could be down already, and Havoc still doesn't care. Gets the first blood on Nameless.
Still gets it. He's going to push forward. Should have a second here as well. There's a third above him. The movement there, the dash. Dear God, he gets 3 kills every time they're on offense.
No one else is allowed to shoot. Just let Havoc finish the ace.
Like, when at some point do you learn your lesson? Like, TK, go back. You're going to watch film. You're going to see what he does. And you're going to think, God, we were dumb. We weren't ready for that at all. And he did the same thing every time.
Well, the best part was Havoc took a new route this time. He jumped over top middle.
But it was still, you know what I mean, still pushing the same point in essence, the same aggression. It was great by Havoc, but TK's got to do a better job dealing with it, Chris. It's happened 3 times.
And here he comes once again.
Oh, no, he's so going to lose this round?
This is a dangerous 1v1. And wow, Silly almost making me panic is going to be able to finish this. So here he is one more time. Silly gets the shots in first. Reload in the air. I thought he was just going to get picked out of the sky, but Theory aiming a bit wide right.
Well, they're staying alive right here. I'll tell you what, if I'm the side of ISO and I'm taking this round, I'm praying to God I'm going to be on offense. But looking at the kill totals, I can't. 18s, 25. I think they would be on offense. So, it all depends on how this round goes, obviously. But I think they've won, what, three out of their 4 offensive rounds, right?
I think so. Have not been able to handle TK on the defensive end.
Which is weird, because this map is definitely more defensive-sided.
And you take a peek, Neslo is in charge of clearing the middle. The teammates all going to be rotating through, and here comes the first A push. It looks like Sharp actually is going to double back, bring it over to Neslo at B. They team up, Havoc out of the action now, and you have Theory, who's supposed to watch the flank. He doesn't know it, but 2 players are about to peek. Here's some action. Theory picks up the kill. 2 down already for ISO. Theory's going to converge on a 3rd. As you see Theory doing the damage all up to Silly. This should be TK's game.
Yep, Silly gonna march across the entire map here, unless he can somehow stop the defeat or stop the plan. Oh, okay, never mind. That was disgusting.
Okay,
Silly gets 2. Bomb down. He saw him dash across. He's got to push this. He might be able to catch him. All of a sudden, it's a 1v1. Can Silly get the 1 versus 4 and push the round 11? All
right, we saw how smart Dito was when it came down to a 1v1. What is Theory going to do?
Theory's shaking in his goddamn boots right now. He's like, where is this guy going to come from?
No hit markers, right? So he doesn't think Silly's on it. Silly, too freaking smart. He gets the ace to force round 11. The 1v4 clutch. Get on Twitter, people.
Oh,
that
my God. That was disgusting. The kill he got top glass, and then the dash to get him in the doorway was filthy. Round 11 now, are they on offense or defense? That's going to be the question.
I don't think it matters. If you got Silly clutch, it's offense. Here comes Havoc.
It's offense. Here we go, Havoc. Now, the question is, will TK be ready for this? Will they stop this push from Havoc? Now watch him mix it up completely and just stand still.
3 mid from TK.
He takes a different round, he gets caught. So Havoc's down. Neslo's going to get him.
Nameless has got Mama God called out too. Nades are there. There's the cleanup. Okay, TK looking scary, but not folding yet. But they just gave up a 1v4. Anything's still possible for Dito and Silly.
Oh my God, can they do this? If they throw a 4v1 and then a 4v2, TK is going to stop playing in this series. Silly, he's at it again. He's on a 6th streak, Chris.
Silly is the man. I love talking to this guy at relegation. He's so humble. He just says he puts in the time. And he really trusts his teammates. You see him just pulling off miracles on his own, though, and I love this decision. While all of TK is biting at beat, they go for the long rotation, not risking showing themselves. Dito's going to clear it out. Silly's going to rotate over, but Dito knows as soon as Silly crosses, he's got to switch over and watch his back.
All right, let's see if they go for a quick climb. They got to try and get it down. Here comes the pressure. He gets one on a ring. They got to work the plan at some point. Dito's going to get caught, though. It's going to be a 1 versus 2. Silly doesn't. He's not going to be able to get the plant. Or did they think he was back to B?
He's got the
he's going to catch Neslo. He gets it. 1 versus 1.
Last man standing. Gets out of there, and he did. Oh, the reload at 4.9.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that is a heartbreaker. Almost back-to-back clutches. TK with a sigh of relief. 6-5 in a insanely narrow S&D.
He was on, what, a 9 streak, 8 streak, and that, and just needed, 2 more seconds to plant or something? I didn't even see what it was when he got the kill there.
It was 4.9 when he got to the bomb site, and the game went to a reload instead of putting the bomb down for him.
Oh, sweet God.
Silly, I feel for you, brother. That was freaking awesome. I can't wait to go back and watch this on the recap show tomorrow.
Oh, it's painful, man. That is so painful.
If they didn't choke as hard as they did in the early rounds on defense, this is ISO's game. Instead, though, we're tied up 1 apiece. TK, sigh of relief, but you got to question how long can they last if ISO keeps making plays like that. Uplink Detroit is coming up next. We'll find out who's going to take the lead.